Hi everybody, I'm back with Penny, and today we're going to just kind of share with you that we both had our 6-month checkups at the bariatric center this month. And with me, I know my doctor said I did everything, everything's good. I am a little deficient in vitamin D and iron, but nothing an iron pill won't fix and some vitamin D won't fix.
Right. Me too. A same outcome.
And so, yep. So everything's good. They just told me I need to exercise more. I am very bad about that. So, but maybe I can get Penny to start going to the gym with me.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that.
Did they mention exercise with you too?
No, not really, because I walk a lot, but I do. The only thing that she did mention was maybe doing more of the arm workout, like using tension more if I wanted to or whatever. And I told her I do want to go to a gym, but I'm trying to find a gym buddy because you can do better with a gym buddy.
We could be gym buddies.
So, and yeah, that's kind of what I was wanting to do. So, but I mean, other than that, everything else is going really good.
Yep.
So,
I've lost, I had lost 21 pounds before surgery, but I have now lost a total of 96 pounds since January. Since surgery, I think it's minus 21 pounds off the 96. 75 pounds since surgery, since February. And I've gone down from a 26-28 in clothes down to an 18-20.
Yep.
So far.
I lost 61 pounds before surgery. I had a lot to lose. I had to lose at least 45. And so I started my journey the night I went to the seminar, and I chose Atkins because it does well for me. And then after that, I've lost, oh my goodness, I've lost almost, last time I got weighed, I've lost 190 total. And our surgeries were in February.
February 19th.
Yep. And so I was a size, oh good Lord, 38 woman size. And then now I'm down to almost an 18-20. And this is the smallest I've been since, when was 1989, I think it was.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I got down to this size back in 2005 on a diet I was on, but then I went off that diet and gained my weight back and then some.
Yeah.
A lot more. But, yeah.
And that's one thing you got to keep in mind when you choose to do the surgery. You're doing not just having surgery, you're doing a lifestyle change. And that's what I needed. I needed a lifestyle change, something that made me think differently and eat differently. Because if you don't change this, you're not going to change this.
Nope.
And with all that being said, that's what I needed. And a lot of people need that help. So.
That's what I needed too, because I had to find something that was going to force me
Yes.
to eat smaller amounts of food.
Exactly.
Because no matter what diet I was on, eventually I was going to go off of it and eat whatever I was going to eat. And I eat large portions of food, you know.
Mm-hmm. I did too.
And so I needed something that was going to force my hand.
Well, you're trying to break habits is what you're doing.
Yes.
And breaking a habit is very hard. It's like trying to quit, consuming food when you're depressed or whatever. It's like trying to quit smoking. So that's why I needed something to force me. It was like going to rehab.
But see, that's the thing. People that smoke cigarettes, they can put the cigarettes down when they quit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people that drink alcohol, they can put the alcohol down when they quit.
Mm-hmm.
You can't put down food.
No.
You have
still
to
have
live
to eat it.
on food.
Right.
You know, so, but yeah, I needed something that was going to force my hand at it.
And I have a certain medical condition I also needed help with. I had a big situation going on. Not did I only like comfort food, but I had the PCOS syndrome, so I have that issue as well. So, I mean, I was 469 pounds, and now I'm down under 300. I'm like
That's so amazing.
290, about 290 right now, I think. So that's the smallest I've been in a long time.
Yeah, I weighed this morning. I'm 236 this morning, so I'm getting out of the 230 slowly but surely.
Yay! Any pound is great.
So
Counts.
the thing about eating these, because your stomach is so small, you can only eat a certain amount of food. Eventually, it does change your mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You know, eventually that's all you actually want to eat is something small. If you see somebody else, like even like my husband, you know, if we go out to eat or whatever, I see how much food is on his plate versus mine, or you know, or we share a plate, but I eat a quarter of it versus him a 3/4 of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm thinking, how does anybody eat that much anymore? It's just
Yeah.
your brain actually does change.
And you also ask yourself, why was I doing that?
Exactly.
You know, you have this epiphany, and you're like, what was I doing to myself? You know, I'm not putting anybody down, but because I was doing it, and it's
Yeah.
like it's just something you ask yourself. And you know, we all have our different journeys that we have to take. We all have different problems and different issues and different reasons why we use food as our, you know, our security blanket. And you know, sometimes you have health problems. So
I was an emotional eater, and so whenever if I was happy, I ate. If I was sad, I ate. If I was depressed, I ate. If I was stressed, I ate.
I'm so happy I'm going to eat a brownie.
You know, so yeah, I was an emotional eater. But
Yeah.
now, actually, if something upsets me, I don't even run to food anymore. And for one, I
don't
can't.
either. Right.
And
You learn to substitute something instead of it, like read a book or get on Facebook or do something different with your time than
Yeah.
sitting there shoving food in your mouth is
Yeah.
what I'm trying to do. Yeah. So you know.
but everybody's journey is different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't compare yourself to other people.
Don't get
Everybody's-
down on yourself either.
You know, because a lot of people too, they don't know what to expect.
Right.
The day of surgery. I know somebody right now that's planning on having surgery in just a few days, and she's kind of scared.
Mm-hmm.
And I know how that feels, because I know
Yeah.
I know when I was planning
nervous.
it, I was excited, but I was a
Mhm.
nervous wreck, because you have a bundle of emotions
Right.
all going at the same time.
Right.
Because you're excited about your
And
journey.
you can't eat either the night before.
No.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. So, but yeah, and everybody's doctor is also different, I've
Right.
discovered. Because I'm on several different groups on Facebook, and which I've discovered that everybody's doctor is different.
Yep.
Everybody's plan is different.
Right.
Our doctor at our bariatric center, he had us go on a 1,200 calorie diet. That there's 4 different versions of it, and so some of it
Mhm.
included these OptiFast shakes that they sell at their center, and then one plan didn't include the shakes at all; would just do it with food.
Do it with food or maybe the snack bars or
Mhm.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I know some other doctors in the United States, they just put people on a liquid diet for 2 weeks before surgery, because they do want you to lose. Like our doctor wanted me to lose 15 pounds before surgery.
You have to lose a certain percentage of your BMI before surgery, so your your liver shrinks.
It's a
and
liver
they-
shrinking diet, basically, is
Mhm.
what it is.
Yeah, and to prep you, they don't want to hit anything major in your body during surgery, and that's why they do that. So everybody has to do it, and everybody loses differently in a different rate.
But the day of surgery, you'll go to the hospital, they prep you for the surgery,
Mhm.
then it'll be over in a flash.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll be waking up.
Yep,
And
that's all I remember waking up.
And you will be in some pain.
Mhm. Yeah.
But most of that pain is actually from the gas
Yeah.
that they insert into your body to expand your stomach so they can see what they're doing. And that gas is moving its way through your body. I had a lot of pain up in my shoulder
Mhm.
because... Hi everybody, we're back. This is another day. my battery died the other day in my camera, and I didn't have any backups, and so Penny and I couldn't do it that day, any more of the video that day, so we decided to pick it up today.
Yep.
And try to pick up where we left off. I know we were talking about some pain that you'll have the day of surgery, and I was talking about gas pain that moves through your body, and I had a lot of pain up in my shoulder area, and I also know that I was having a lot of pain in my the right side of where my belly button is, pretty much, and the doctor told me this because that was my largest incision. I had about 5 or 6 incisions, by the way. Can't remember. I think it's 6.
Yeah, you had 6. I had 7 because we counted them. I remember that.
And but the biggest incision is the one that he pulls your stomach through.
Yep.
And so that's why you might have some pain there.
Yeah, and I felt very, very bloated, and I was sore after mine. Of course, I had the SIP, so mine was a little different, but I felt like my stomach was swollen, but it was smaller but swollen. I could tell it was swollen, and I was very, you could tell you're full of gas, so. Yeah, so.
And because of how much gas is in your system, they talk about walking. You gotta walk.
Mm-hmm.
That walking really is what helps to get rid of it.
That it helps you to make your bowel movement come as well.
Yeah.
So they don't want you to go home unless you go potty.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. And just, I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, just everybody's different with it, so.
Yep. I just wanted you guys to know what to expect, I guess, the day of surgery, and then maybe another video we'll do like after you come home from surgery or whatever, but the day of surgery, you get prepped, have your surgery, you come out of surgery, and you have some pain, and you'll try to, they want you to drink, sip. They'll tell you to sip, sip,
Yeah.
sip.
And it's going to be kind of sore. I mean, you can tell you've had surgery, and when you sip, it's going to feel like you're hitting something. But just take it easy. Don't get upset or anything. It's just the normal thing you're going to feel.
Everybody's different when what you can tolerate drinking too that day. Because with me, my taste buds changed like immediately after surgery,
So did mine.
and which I was told that they probably could, and so sugar-free popsicles was too sweet for me. I couldn't handle them, but Penny could.
Yeah.
And so I liked the chicken broth. I was going
I
more
like that
savory.
too. I like that too.
And so I was sipping on chicken broth all the time.
That was basically what I could only eat those first few days was like a popsicle, sucking on that, ice or water, sucking on the ice, and then like chicken broth. That was basically it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the chipped ice, the
Yes.
crushed ice. Oh my gosh, that was a lifesaver.
Yeah, really.
And I even crushed ice after I went home because it was just easier to get
Yeah.
the liquids in that way.
Right. Because you know your stomach you've been through a lot, so you got to take it easy, and that's why you have to go on that liquid diet and all that at first. You know, it's to help your stomach because you got a lot of staples in there.
Yeah.
So.
The sugar-free Jello is another one I couldn't tolerate.
Oh,
It made me
right.
nauseous.
Yeah.
And they will give you nausea medicine, along with some pain medicine. And so, matter of fact, they gave me enough refills on my nausea medicine. I still have 1 pill left in my bottle.
That's like almost 7 months ago.
Yeah. Well, this last month I didn't hardly take any.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
But if I ever feel queasy, though, I kind of like having it on hand.
Right. Oh yeah. And just make sure you follow their directions because they're very good directions, and it will help you follow your book, your Bible, because that is very good advice. And don't, when you go to sleep, you wake up and you're done. It's not like, you're you don't even realize it's happened, really.
No, you don't. Not
I
until
mean,
you
my
wake
surgery
up.
was like 3.5 hours, and yours was what?
Mine, I think, was like an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, but you don't know. I mean, and
No.
I know it's very anxiety driven before surgery, so, but it's okay. I mean,
Well, I was a bundle of nerves.
yeah, I think everybody's. That's normal. So, but Dr. Sloan will say a prayer with you if you want to.
Yep.
And he did
That's
with
really
me.
that was really cool. I
Uh-huh.
found out that our doctor, that he's a Christian, and that he
Mm-hmm.
also goes out on missions trips
Mm-hmm.
and helps. He actually teaches other doctors out overseas what on procedures and stuff. And
He's very nice
a sweet man, actually.
and very knowledgeable. So you're in good hands. So I felt okay with that. So I that made me feel reassured.
Mm-hmm.
And he even offered to say a prayer. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
So, I'm
He
like,
did the same thing with me.
yeah,
But the behaviorist, she told me about him.
yeah,
And so she's like, he'll say a prayer with you if you want him to.
right, yeah, she did, yeah, yeah. And the best thing I can tell you is just to listen to what the nurses tell you to do, and what the doctors tell you to do.
And keep taking your vitamins.
Yeah.
Because Penny and I, she probably still has, but I slacked off on taking my vitamin D and stuff. So I wound up deficient in vitamin D again. And I'm also deficient in iron. So I got to add iron.
Well, I'm very methodical about taking it, but I found out if you don't take your vitamin D with a fat substance like cheese or cottage cheese or something like that, it just dissolves in you. That's why.
Really?
Yeah, the dietitian told me.
Oh.
So now before I take my vitamin D pills, I eat a piece of cheese.
Well, that's good to know. I
Yeah.
did not know that.
Yeah, and I was going to tell you. Yeah, yeah, because she told me, she asked me how I took my vitamin D, and I told her, I said, well, I take all my meds in the morning, and then I go to work and I have my yogurt. She goes, you can have it on yogurt. It's got to be a fatty, soluble something. She said anything with like the milk byproducts are good for that. And so now I eat a piece of cheese before I do anything. Because that's why I think I was like borderline deficient on my vitamin D, even though I'm taking what I'm supposed to be taking.
Yeah.
So she told me to try that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
So, but also the day of surgery. Well, I guess you're just gonna be recovering. The thing about I've had surgeries in my life. I've had a knee replacement and stuff, and so I thought that if you're anything like me, while I was planning this surgery, the only thing I was constantly thinking about was just getting this weight off of me, and that's all I thought about. I wasn't thinking about the recovery process of actually having this surgery because I was
Me neither.
thinking, laparoscopic. You just get like 6 little incisions, in your stomach, and so I was like, laparoscopic. I've had knee replacement surgery. I can handle this, no problem. And
Oh.
I found out that it's probably it's a harder surgery actually.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say it's harder than recovering from knee replacement, but it's different.
It's very different. Yeah.
Your stomach is
Because you use your stomach. I mean, you can sit and baby your knee more. You got to use your stomach all the time. You have to drink. You have to eat. You have to. Even though you've had surgery, you have to use it.
yeah.
So it hurts at first. But it'll go away. And that's one thing I was thinking about too. And it's in a very tender area. So yeah, there's a difference. I've had 3 C-sections, and this was worse than all 3 of those. So.
Yeah. And some people ask, whether or not how long you have to stay off of work, and all I can say about that is it depends on what you're doing.
Yep.
Because all I do is take care of my granddaughter. And when I had my surgery, she was a newborn, And she only weighed like 8 pounds. And so I was able to lift her, but I felt it. My stomach was tender enough that I was able to feel it, even though she only weighed 8 pounds. But I recovered from that part of it pretty quick.
I work in an office. I went back in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
2 weeks in, because asked Dr. Sloan what he thought, and he said it really depends on, like she said, what you're doing and how you are as a person, how you feel and adapt with pain. So I went back in 2 weeks. The only problem that I had, I was nauseated a lot. And but thank God my boss was so nice and told me that if I was not feeling well, I could go home.
Yeah.
So I did a couple times.
I mean, when you first have a surgery, you're going to be on clear liquids for a couple of days, and then they put you on full liquids, and you're on full liquids for another week or so.
Yeah.
Another week or so, and then you go to pureed food for about a month. So, but one thing you have to keep in mind is they tell you to take small bites.
Yep.
And they even our bariatric center suggested baby spoons, which I never really did, but some people did. And you do have to take small bites. You have to
chew very
well, and make sure they tell you to put down your fork, your spoon between bites, so you won't. I could be a fast eater, and so sometimes I mindlessly eat. And I say, even to this day, I'll sometimes catch myself doing that, and then I regret it because then I'll feel nauseous.
Right.
So it depends on, you can't eat your food very fast.
Right.
So,
and I always made sure I put my silverware down, and I would chew a lot. And the moister your food is, the better off you are. Because if you try to eat a dry piece of food, I'm pretty sure you're probably gonna vomit.
Yeah.
Because it hurts, and your stomach's like, "Good, I don't like this."
Yeah. And that's the other thing, since your stomach is so small, you can feel everything.
Yep.
You can feel everything that's going down.
Right.
You can feel it won't go down. And if that happens, you just walk it off, and it'll eventually go.
But don't let this scare you. It's all a learning curve for everybody. Everybody's different, and you just keep in mind that this is for your health, and this is going to help you. It's my meds have gotten reduced big time. I'm almost off my meds now.
Me too.
And my surgery was only in February, and
I'm off my blood pressure medicine.
Yeah.
And the only thing I'm having to take right now is my Xarelto, and that's a blood thinner, and that's just because I had pulmonary embolisms last year, and we're finding out that's a genetic thing possibly, because now my brother had it a week ago.
Oh, no.
So anyway, so I don't know if I'll be ever off of Xarelto.
Right.
But
there's dropped it off my phone.
But everybody's journey is different.
Yes.
Don't compare yourself to anybody else.
And don't get, I was 469 when I first started, and I had a longer journey to go, and I've lost more, but it seems like when you're a bigger person, you lose
it faster.
Because everybody's doing the same thing, and your body's like, I'm getting rid of this crap. We don't need all this. So it's just the way it is. And I'm just happy when somebody loses a pound. It doesn't matter.
Having a support system
Yes.
is key to this. I have a support system at home with my husband, and even my family that is around me that doesn't live in my house. My dad, my brothers. Everybody supports me, and no Penny has the same thing at home. But even if you don't, just do this for yourself, and choose whether you want to live or if you want to die, basically.
Right.
Because staying obese is going to kill you one day.
Right. It's going to kill you faster. And I do want to say this. It's like, I know I remember what I want to say. I've been able to do things this year that I could not do even last year, and I'm so happy about it. I mean, I could walk through places I've never been able to do for a long time. I've steered away from. I was becoming a hermit because I'm like, I don't know if I can fit in that chair. I don't know if I can go and walk through, like go into a carnival or something. I've done everything this year so far that I've been wanting to do, you know. But I just don't give up, you know.
It's just the little things people usually take for granted that I know I couldn't do. I was quickly becoming a hermit too because I was so big that my body didn't want to move.
Right, and it hurts.
And it hurts to move. Your joints hurt. But now I walk faster than my husband.
Me too.
And my husband's thin. And I can easily pick things up off the floor.
Yep.
I can now put on my own socks and shoes.
Yep.
My husband was having to do that for me, and I can now do it myself. I can sit in seats that have arms and don't have to worry whether I'm going to fit in it or not.
Yep.
Because I used to have to plan things like that,
Yes.
you know, okay, I have a granddaughter that goes to a high school, and she does theater type stuff, and I knew that those seats, they probably hadn't replaced them in years in that high school, and those seats are really narrow and has those arms on it, and there's those wooden seats that fold up, and so last year I went to go see her, and I could not fit in those seats. I had to sit on the very edge of that seat, and those arms were just sticking into my hips.
I know that feeling.
But since my surgery, I have gone back to see her in something else, and now I fit in those seats.
Right. That's something that, you know, we've always been afraid of to go do, and now we can actually go do it. So, and I do want to say this: if you need to ever talk to somebody, if you don't have a support system, I mean, I'm willing to give my phone number. So, I mean, because I know how people need help sometimes.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we can put that on here.
I don't know.
But, yeah.
You
can reach out to me on Facebook or
Yeah,
something.
you can reach out to us on Facebook if you want.
Yeah.
Or even as a comment on this video. Down below you can leave a comment, and we can respond to your comments.
Yeah, and if you got any questions, just ask. And I mean, I'm willing to answer your questions or concerns or whatever. I mean, if you need to talk to somebody, let us know, because I know how it is.
And if you actually want to talk, we can give our phone numbers, but I would like to do it privately through an email or something.
That's what I was thinking too, yeah.
So, anyway, but yeah. So, I guess that'll be it for this video. And if you, like I said, leave a comment below if you have any questions, because we could do more videos based on your questions.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. Have a good day, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.